welcome back to a brand new episode, lads. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Episode 1, we pulled the soil out. Episode 2, we set up some strings, getting ourselves ready to build an amazing alfresco experience for you. We're trying to figure out a name for the series, but leave a comment down below if you could give us a couple of suggestions on what we call it. But that's what we're pretty much doing, building a pool alfresco area. In this episode, we're going to be fricka whipping in some boxing and building and compacting up some hard fill in order for us to get our heights ready to rock and roll for foundations. I just want to speak on that quickly before we start ripping into some boxing. This morning I've just been trying to get in contact with council, the team leader for this area, and I'm trying to get a waiver on the subsoil or the subgrade inspection and also the compaction tests inspection. And the reason I say that is the job is so small, it's really hard to line up the geotech and your also your council inspections. They're like 2.5, 3 weeks out, and we literally only got consent for this 2 days ago. So it's hard to book an inspection, you know what I mean? So it's really hard to line everyone up on such a small job. So I've requested a waiver because the geotech actually provides a producer statement, a PS4, for the subgrade and also the compaction. He comes out and does that. There's no point in the council coming out and doing it as well. They just verify what we've done. So if we're able to provide a PS4 from the geotech saying that our subgrade is good and also our compaction is good, that means all we need to do is get the council in for our foundation inspection, foundation/slab inspection, which would be kind of nice in a situation, because we're trying to push along, you know. We want to try and move this job along as fast as possible for client's sake and also my sake, you know. But anyway, what we'll do is let's start frickin' building some boxing. We're going to do some shuttering in this project because the depth of our shutters, our slab, is around 400 mil. And the reason that is because we've got a 75 mil layer of X-bolt insulation, and then we've got a 220 mil X-bolt pod, and then we need 100 mil of concrete on top of all that. That creates the depth of the slab that we need, and it's really hard to find pieces of timber that are 400 mil, you know. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to build some shuttering out of this form ply. It's got the special coating on it, which makes it easy to remove from the concrete. And we're actually going to build these quite nicely so we can pull them off and we can actually reuse them again and again and again if we do it right. So, yeah, I mean, let's start by doing that. Because did you measure it or not? Yeah. Oh, it is 2.4. Is this 1220 then?
1800, 1200.
1200.
Yeah.
Well, how the hell did we get that off? Nearly 40 mil.
Yeah.
385. See that? See how I was like contemplating there? Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a big strip. Must be 2.420. And then you're like, no, it's 2.4. Bro, see, I solved the issue,
Oh, you did it. 10 mil trick.
Not 10 mil trick on a Friday.
Oh,
Bro, we can't be having that.
First measure of the day.
Shucks, bro. And it's all on camera too. Everyone's gonna be like, bro, you said 395, eh?
I said it and I checked the thing. 395. Yeah.
385.
Alright, well, I'll let you know anyway. I guess by the end of the day, you need 48 hours, eh?
Yeah, I'm pretty free on Monday.
All goods in the hoods. Geotech is happy. Now we've got to start bringing in some hardfall. Just had to clear this last little section out. Obviously, the big dog digger can't quite get in here, so finished by digging this out, and then we're ready to rock and roll. Hey, Mikey. Because you're a sucker, bro.
42.58, so it should be 42.50, whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
What's out there? But
that very special thing. You're like a queen, I wanna be your king.
Sweet, so we're ready to rock and roll to bring some freaking hardfall back in. Look at that, epic freaking news for us. Now we're just waiting for the hardfall to come and also the roller to come through. That's going to help us compact all the hardfall. So there's one thing we need to take into consideration before we start bringing hardfall in, and that's these two posts right here. I want to show you on the plan. So it's facing like this. So our pool room, and then our fresco is like sort of out there where our pink string line is. That's the outside of our building line here. We've got these two 200 by 200 posts that go into the ground, and they got to be into the ground 1500 mil. And we can't just be 1500 from our string line, we have to be 1500 into a good ground. So that gives us a little bit of a problem, because if we need to be able to drill the hole, stand the post, concrete the posts in before we compact any of the hardfall in. Which isn't really going to work for us because we don't have the post here, and we don't want to get a concrete truck in just to pour those two little piles. So we're going to come up with a little system where we've just down the road there's a couple of big sections of pipe, these big concrete pipes, and there's a couple that are like around 600 mil in diameter, which works perfectly for our holes that we need to drill for our foundation post that we're just talking about. What we're going to do is we're going to actually put those concrete pipes in the position that we need to. What that's going to do is going to create a sleeve for us to be able to drill a hole all the way through down into the good ground, and that way we can still bring our hardfall in without covering over the area that we need to drill. You'll see in a second what I mean by that. We've got the string line set up, and I'm going to actually mark these posts down onto our good ground, our grade at the moment, and then figure out exactly where our pipes need to go. We'll set them all nice and plumb, ready to rock and roll, and here sucker lucka ding ding. But I just need to make sure that we now we'll just, well, as we're compacting up, we'll just keep checking them, but they should sort of hold themselves in place, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a real pain trying to compact around one of the sides, around the sides of it. Yeah, okay, sweet. So minimum 1500 into natural stiff soil. So that's cool, that's what we'll roll with. It's 600 wide, and then it's 75 mil off the edge of our building line. By the looks of that, which is easy peasy Japanesey. That's my new tape as well. 60 mil. So that's gonna be, so we'll just mark the outside for now.
Okay.
Right. Sweet, and then, so what did we say that was?
85.
185, eh?
Yeah.
So 220 minus 30, so 110 plus 75, 185, yep. Do you want to do 185s? Sweet. Do I need to clear that one out a little bit more, or? You're like, bro, I just freaking marked there. Team! Alright, Wolfgang, this is our pipe I'm talking about. Hello! Marked our line that we need to cut. We've got the saw ready to go, just waiting for Mikey to attach it up. But you can sort of see how this is going to work. Be epic. Nah, bro, I'll try and cut all the way through. Yep. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Ready, steady. Hold on. Okay, try now.
Bro, how the hell did the Romans build the pyramids?
Steady.
Just like this, bro. They use round rocks. Should we like maybe try and roll it in the right spot and put this end face? Oh, we want this end up actually.
Yeah.
So hold on, one sec.
I need to fix it.
Oh, because we're not standing it up over there and then, hey, fuck.
Ready?
3, 2,
1.
1.
Holy
shucks, bro.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, something sniffing.
Follow me. Let's go. Snap, G. This is.
You reckon or nah? We still got to get past that pinch point, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet, easy.
Come on, brother. Come on.
Yes.
That's it.
Bit more?
Do you? This way, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's all right, we can shuffle it around from there. First load of metal's going in. Still don't have the roller here, but we're just gonna spread that out as even as we can for the minute. About 100 mil layers. Here comes the next truck coming in now. Backing in and around, loading out. So hopefully, at least we'll have it sealed up by the end of the day, eh? Whew, another frickin' day in the books. The owner's got the compaction covered, so we're gonna maybe touch base Monday next week, come in, see how much they've loaded up, maybe check some heights for them and stuff like that. And Tuesday we'll probably be back in to spread some fines and give it a good compact once again. But yeah, pretty much the go with this is you bring in about 150 mil of gap 65, roll it out, compact it, another layer, roll it out, compact it, another layer, roll it out, compact it, and the maximum height you can go is around 750 mil before the geotech has to come back, check the compaction, and then we go up again. So we're teetering on the edge of 2 inspections, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, we'll catch you next week, and I love you. Ooh, that was a pretty productive session. Few things are still up in the air. One of them being the concrete that we're using. Again, having issues with trying to figure out exactly what concrete finish we want, because it's going to be ground concrete in the pool room, and that's the one we're pouring first. It's going to be a pebble aggregate, and so we're thinking it's a long burn, but the client has to go down and choose that out. It's hard to decide right now, but I booked it in for that at least. The only issue with that is because it's a pebble, the strength of the concrete goes down. You could imagine it's a round rock, and the concrete can sort of slide past it if there is anything, any like movement over time. Whereas like the rigid aggregate, like a standard rock, is quite sharp, got jagged edges everywhere, so it all sort of holds itself together. So I'm actually just going to confirm with the engineer that we're able to pour that in the pool room house, the pool house. I know we can do it in the alfresco because there's no load-bearing walls or anything sitting on it, but in the might be a different story in the pool house when we've got big lintels and stuff like that for doors. So that was a bit of a ramble, but anyway, I've got it booked in for Monday. I got pumpy booked in for Monday, got the concrete layer booked in for Monday, ordered all well, I've confirmed that the X-bowl showing up tomorrow for our rib bluff slab. We've got all our polythene and our chairs. I had to order the mesh. It's a SE82 mesh, which is not off the shelf. It's quite a beefy one. So lucky I called up about that because I was just about to go pick it up, but turns out you got to order it. So that's going to be in tomorrow at Atlas. And then we've also got our Prolam posts that we're going to be pouring in the same pour. They're showing up on Friday apparently, which is good. So that's good. The engineer and the council are booked for Friday, and we're all good to go. I'm also sort of thinking ahead on this one. Got the frames booked in for not next week but the week after, frame and truss, and also the steel fabrication booked in for that week too. So we're sort of all on track and ready to rock and roll, which is awesome. Just by the sounds of it, that sounds like the truck. So we will get outside and do some damage. Great. Yep, here he comes. You can't see it because it's foggy as shit, but anyway, let's go get it. Let's go get it done. Sorry if I'm not explaining too much today. It's just going to be wet, rainy, and just trying to get the levels right. So let's sort that out. Woo! Let's get it, boys. Pretty much what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be calculating from our finished floor level down all our riblar, flab, insulation, binding layer, and then also we've got a 100 mil layer of gap 40, which is a type of aggregate. I'm going to set that up on the laser and I'm going to go around and find the height, and that way we can keep rolling this up until that height. Then we can bring in the gap 40, roll it 100 mil, then our binding layer, and then that's when our insulation will go on top. We're ready to rock and roll to start boxing, baby. Hope that made sense. Might be a little bit rustly, but Holy, a little bit of flooding from yesterday's rain. It was kind of freaky, bro. The wrong way to the site this morning. Look at that. Oh, bit of fun. Oh, there's a good bakery down there. Right, you can see all our slab stuff is starting to show up. Expel pods, our under slab insulation, but we'll talk about all this sort of in the next episode. For now, we have the geotech coming back in to confirm our compaction. I mean, yesterday, obviously, the more water there is on the hard fill, the harder it is to compact. It creates just like this liquefaction almost. So that's obviously the rain subsided now. We made a drain, so he's coming back in to check this test. I think we should be all right. And then we're gonna throw in a couple more layers and we'll get the binds down and stuff like that. But for now, just come shoot down over here. You can see this is where our slab is. And what we need to do is we need to drill some starter bars in through here while we wait for everything. So I'm gonna get Mikey to look at the plans and he can decide where they're gonna be drilled and how many are gonna be drilled and how deep and all that sort of stuff, because he needs to start deciding all these little bits and pieces so he can get his head around what's actually going on. So So what Mikey's doing at the moment, he's setting up the laser to a specific height so we can get our fines or our binds leveled out nice and easy before we go in and compact.
Yeah.
If you add that 100, 220 and 75.
So this is, yeah.
So if we do, say if we go 390,
Yeah.
you probably got that on there. So you got 390 or no?
395.
You're 395 at the moment. If we go 390, that's going to allow for our 5 mil of compaction.
Yeah.
If we, ideally, I would say there'll be about 5 mil compaction with this.
Yeah.
But maybe we just do 390 for now.
395.
Yeah, maybe we just do 390, eh? The only thing is we don't want to be scraping away. Sweet, bro. So what we'll do is we want to now make some punch pads. Yeah, with that.
Yeah, that's right, punch pads.
What's that? Come over here and check this. Lift it up.
That is what we
Yep. Beautiful. Sweet, bro. Do one over here somewhere, I guess. Actually, I'll show you how far apart. Like that. Sweet. About there. So, what we're pretty much doing, now that Mikey has sorted out his heights, we're going to pretty much the underneath side of our 75mm insulation, or top of our binds here. But we've actually allowed a 5mm play for compaction. So when we go to screed this out, it's actually going to be 5mm higher. Then when we put the roller over it, hopefully it pushes down 5mm, which it should be. But we sort of need to get our heights sorted. So what we're doing is we just sort of, almost like concreting, is we're making some heights with the laser, some points. Pretty good?
Yeah, about 5 mil up.
Yep.
Sweet. Very scucks, very nice.
And we're just making it the same width as our screed, so we can now screed back this way. But now we want to make sure we've got 2 runs to be able to walk all the way down here. So now I'll get Mikey to do the screed this way. The next thing we need to do is we need to get a height all the way along here. You know what I mean? In order for us to be, so it's going to have to go way down, obviously. Maybe I'll bring that barrow over here so I can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sweet. Now, do you want to? I'll start screeding. You can set up some more of these. So if we just line this one up over here. Can you come check this height over here, Mikey, again?
Yeah, pretty close there, 2 mil.
Yep. Sweet. We got a lot. High there. I'll get you to, pretty like if there's some low spots, you can come in and move the wheelbarrow and just shovel some of this out because you can see where the height needs to be. Oh, I can't screed any further than that because of it's too much. Jeez.
Very special thing. You're like a queen. I wanna be your king. But it's so hard to focus when you're standing next to me.
She's a gangster, eh? Alright, sweet, so we've sort of done our first screed and compact with our big roller here. Now we're just going through and we just went through and checked the heights again and did the same, we're doing the same system. So we've got a few dots here, run some lines through, and now we're gonna fall back in if we're high or low, like it's within like, yes, honestly within like 6 mil or something like that, maybe a little bit more at that end over there. But we want to try and get it as perfect as possible, so this just makes it easier for us to set our boxing up and all that sort of carry on. And we get our, all our slab heights are perfect, makes it easier for our concrete and blah, 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 blah. Probably a little bit extreme, but I sort of want to get it nice like this, and I'll do one more roll and then we might just throw a few more bits out. But yeah, it's pretty much the same system, look. Rake it out, then I'll screed, then we'll compact, or roll actually. Roll, and then yeah, carry on. Is it chocky fish? Is it growly? This is a good swat, eh? Shot Ken! He's like walks in, eh?
Am I famous now?
Yeah, you're famous now. Hey boys! Hey. Yeah, got a hot chocolate for Dave and a coffee. Oh, a little chocky fish. Is that for you?
Nah, that's for you, bro.
Well, spoiled, eh? Yeah, so it's pretty incredible spot, eh?
Yeah, it's mean up here, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you see that? We've got some free coffees and a chocolate fish from the rep from Placey's. What a legend, thank you, Ken. I'm gonna wrap this video up here now. You can see Mikey is not here because he is down in Ruapehu, snowboarding with his family. Oh, but we've got Dave and Fabian here now helping me out smash this slab prep out. So, I mean, the few things, let's just talk about what we sort of did with our compact and hard fill. So you can see that we pretty much started by clearing out all the way down to good ground. Then we start bringing in hard fill 100 mil layers at a time. Now this can be gap 40, gap 50, gap 65. No, I think there's only gap 40 and gap 65. But that comes from a quarry and it's like a certified hard fill. And we roll that in 100 mil layers, boom, 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 all the way up. Now, water is good. too much water is not good. What we've been struggling with is the compaction. There's water in the hard fill, and you can see this. It creates like a sloshy, not very compact thing, so we sort of need to try and push this water out, keep compacting, and not use the vibrator on the roller itself. We just roll it in, because when you vibrate, it just doesn't work. But we've got this at a really solid level now, like it's good. Then we bring in our binds, fines, or gap 7, whatever you want to call it. And that's just the final layer over the top in order for us to get things nice and level, ready for our pods. You could see yesterday that we were just making the final touches. You can see there's a few low spots that we'll sprinkle a bit of fines in. But overall, we're in a pretty good position to start boxing and getting things ready for our inspections tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned, lots of little tips and tricks. And a bit of fun along the way, eh? What do you reckon? But yeah, stay tuned for the next one, and I really appreciate you guys watching, so peace!